Just by changing the placement of a photo of a deceased loved one in your home, you could unlock a powerful door to prosperity where your ancestors bless you and generations of your family enjoy lasting wealth and abundance. Hello, I am Master Han. Many people casually place photos of their departed loved ones wherever they feel looks best. But what they may not realize is that every corner of the house holds its own energy flow. Some areas gather blessings, some gather wealth, while others may unknowingly block good fortune. In Feng Shui, a photo of someone who has passed is not just a way to remember them. It is a spiritual bridge connecting the positive life energy of the living with the ancestral energy of those who have moved on. When placed correctly, your ancestors can become a protective force, helping bring peace to the household and abundance in life. But if placed incorrectly, the energy flow in the home can become conflicted. This might lead to financial losses, declining health, and the slow disappearance of blessings from your life. In this video, I'm going to reveal a powerful spot in your home, one that invites ancestral blessings, brings prosperity to your descendants, and sustains long-term wealth. This is not just rare Feng Shui knowledge that very few people know about. It is also a key that can open the door to a constant flow of fortune and positive energy in your home. Before we begin, go ahead and write a positive affirmation in the comments, filial children. Prosperous family. Let that be the moment when the energy of blessings begins flowing into your life. And do not forget to hit subscribe on Master Han. Feng Shui for wealth, so every week you will receive tips on how to protect your money, boost your fortune, and spread good energy to your entire family. Before we talk about the auspicious positions that help your ancestors bless your home and bring in lasting prosperity, you need to understand which locations must absolutely be avoided when placing a photo of a deceased loved one. So which spots might be silently draining your family's fortune without you even realizing it? Let us dive in. Number 1. Facing the bathroom. In Feng Shui, the bathroom is considered a place filled with impure energy due to its function of flushing away waste. No matter how modern or clean your bathroom is energetically speaking, it still carries a heavy, murky, and stagnant vibration. When you place a photo of the deceased directly across from the bathroom, this sacred image is exposed to clashing, polluted energy that disrupts the spiritual connection it represents. Photos of ancestors are symbols of purity, respect, and spiritual connection. When placed facing the bathroom, that sacredness is overwhelmed by negative energy, making the surrounding air feel heavy and oppressive. According to the principle of energy flow, energy in the home moves in cycles from clean to dirty, from light to heavy. When the unclean energy from the bathroom spreads outward, it collides with and seeps into the space around the ancestral photo, clouding the clarity of the memorial area. Over time, this not only affects the mood of the living, causing irritability, fatigue, or unease, but also diminishes financial energy. In Feng Shui, where the energy is murky, wealth cannot gather. Many people have shared that after moving the photo of their ancestors away from facing the bathroom, they immediately felt the atmosphere lighten. Breathing became easier, and even their work started to go more smoothly. Additionally, the bathroom is a space of constant open-close activity. Every time you flush, it is like draining energy out of the area. If a memorial photo is placed facing the zone, the sacred energy is constantly being depleted, leaving a cold and isolated feeling. In Feng Shui, this creates an imbalance between yin and yang, making it difficult for household members to maintain emotional stability, and sometimes even impacting their ability to save money or build a stable career. The best solution is to move the photo away from this area. If that is not possible, at least place a screen or divider between the bathroom and the photo. This not only adds privacy, but also blocks out impure energy, helping protect the sacred energy surrounding the photo. Number 2. Under a ceiling beam or heavy object. A core principle in Feng Shui says, without pressure there can be wealth. With pressure comes poverty. That means wherever there is something pressing down, wealth energy has trouble growing. Ceiling beams, whether wooden beams, metal pipes, or structural supports, carry strong downward pressure, creating a heavy energetic force. When you place a memorial photo under such a beam, The sacred energy is compressed and cannot flow freely. Symbolically, ancestral photos represent a sacred connection. They should be placed in open, elevated, and respectful locations. Beams, on the other hand, symbolize burdens, suppression, and limitations. When energy is blocked by something heavy above it, the space becomes cramped, suffocating, and lacking in the gentle flow of good energy. If you pay attention, you will notice that homes where memorial photos or altars are placed under beams often experience issues like fatigue, stress, trouble focusing, or small conflicts that escalate easily. In Feng Shui, this is called compressed energy, where the energy cannot rise naturally, becoming stuck in a loop, creating heaviness, both mentally and energetically. It is not just a mental burden, this pressure affects financial flow as well. When energy moves slowly under a beam, it cannot reach the high levels where wealth energy is generated. That means even if you work hard to make money, the results often do not match the effort. The ancients called this compressed wealth energy, where fortune cannot circulate, leading to the feeling of working hard, but never having enough, or seeing blessings arrive, but not being able to hold on to them. From an aesthetic standpoint, placing a photo of a deceased loved one under a heavy beam also appears disrespectful, as though something above is bearing down on the spiritual image of your ancestor. This is not superstition, but a symbolic imbalance. The place where a soul is honored should feel lifted, not weighed down, or the sacred energy cannot remain stable. If the architecture of your home makes it impossible to avoid beams, you can remedy this by slightly moving the photo forward so that it is no longer directly under the beam. Alternatively, you can install a decorative false ceiling or use light wooden or fabric panels to visually diffuse the downward pressure. This both enhances the room's appearance and helps restore energetic balance. Number 3, facing the bedroom door. The bedroom is where personal yang energy resides. It is a space for relaxation, physical recovery, and mental rejuvenation after a long day. It is also highly sensitive to energetic disturbances. Every movement, glance, or energy flow toward the bedroom door directly affects the mind and sleep quality of whoever is inside. When a photo of the deceased is placed directly facing the bedroom door, two very different energy fields, yin energy from the photo and yang energy from the resting space, collide in conflict. Feng Shui follows the idea of soft energy flow, meaning that positive energy should transition smoothly between different areas. The bedroom door is where this gentle energy enters, light, calm, and stable, helping people rest and recharge. But when a memorial photo faces that door, the yin energy aims directly at it, throwing the balance off. Psychologically, which is really just our way of sensing subtle energy, images of the deceased often carry a calm, still inward vibration. When that quiet frequency faces the dynamic space of rest, it can create opposing energetic waves that make it difficult for the nervous system to fully relax. Sensitive individuals may even feel cold or have the sense of being watched while sleeping. It is not a spiritual phenomenon. It is simply the energetic interaction of yin and yang overlapping in a tight space, disrupting the natural calm. Traditional Feng Shui describes this as energy violating the gate, meaning a clashing energy flow directly hitting the entrance to a private space. When this happens, the person sleeping in that room may struggle with insomnia, disturbing dreams, weak mental clarity, or even depressive thoughts. Over time, personal energy declines, affecting both decision-making and family relationships. The most effective solution is to move the photo so that it does not face the bedroom door. If your home's layout makes that difficult, you can place a light curtain or divider to separate the energy fields. A wooden or natural fabric screen in neutral tones works well. It preserves the respectfulness of the memorial space while helping to restore balance between the two energy zones. Number 4, the kitchen area. In Feng Shui, the kitchen represents active fire energy. It is the center of life, nourishment, and action in the home. It is where fire is lit daily, where powerful dynamic energy gathers. In contrast, a photo of someone who has passed carries yin energy, still inward and quiet. When these two energy types are placed close together, especially if the memorial photo is inside or next to the kitchen, the clash between yin and yang becomes intense, causing serious imbalance in the household energy. According to the five elements theory, the kitchen belongs to fire, while a photo of the deceased usually symbolizes water or earth, both associated with stillness and ancestral roots. When fire overpowers water or dries out earth, the resulting energy conflict often leads to disharmony and tension. Some families have experienced ongoing arguments between spouses or personality clashes with their children, only to later realize that the memorial photo was placed within sight of the kitchen stove. The kitchen is full of movement, heat, smells, and sounds, all powerful expressions of yang energy. When firelight reflects off a photo of the deceased, it slowly burns away the quiet energy surrounding that photo. This creates reverse energy flow, where the energy constantly flips and stirs, never finding a stable state. As a result, the household may experience unexpected changes, hot tempers, and lost harmony. On top of that, the kitchen determines nourishing energy, the source that feeds the entire family. When a still energy source like an ancestral photo is placed in this dynamic area, the nourishing energy can be pulled backward. This affects appetite, digestion, and even enthusiasm. People may feel tired, lose interest in food, or struggle to stay motivated, clear signs of active fire energy being suppressed by quiet yin energy. Symbolically, the kitchen is where humans create energy, lighting fires, cooking food, feeding the body. A photo of the deceased is where we reflect on energy, showing respect and remembrance. These two directions do not align. One moves forward, one looks back. When they are too close, this opposing dynamic creates constant tension in the home, leaving no room for rest or energetic balance. A smart solution is to completely separate the kitchen and the memorial area. If relocation is not possible, try using a curtain or lightweight wooden divider, or simply turn the photo away from the stove. Some people place a small plant or a wood element object between the two zones, as wood helps mediate between fire and water, softening the energy clash. Now that you understand which positions to avoid so that the flow of energy in your home stays intact and your family's blessings remain protected, it is time to move on to the more important part: where exactly is the most auspicious location to place a photo of your ancestors in order to invite peace, prosperity, and abundant fortune into your life. The most ideal placement is within a dedicated worship room or a quiet, separate, and respectful space. This is an area of still energy where energy moves slowly, steadily, and harmoniously. A calm space allows the spiritual field around the memorial photo to become clearly defined, just like a still surface of water that reflects the sky. When this space is free from loud sounds, harsh light, or excessive heat, energy can reach a state of balance where the souls of your ancestors can rest peacefully. The worship room does not have to be large, but it must be clean, bright, and calm. Clean because impure energy disrupts the flow of good energy. Bright because gentle lighting helps maintain high energy frequencies, symbolizing wisdom and the guiding light of your ancestors. Calm because only in stillness can energy gather and transform. When these three elements are in place, the space becomes a magnet for blessings. Anyone who steps into it will feel a sense of quiet settle in their breath, slowing down. And in that moment, the energy connection between ancestors and descendants is restored. That is the way of energy. When the flow is properly directed, it nourishes peace and long-term stability for the entire household. However, choosing the right location alone is not enough. In Feng Shui, the direction of the photo is just as important. It determines how energy moves through it and spreads throughout the house. Among all directions, the northwest and southwest are the most auspicious orientations for placing ancestral photos. Northwest is known as the direction of heaven, symbolizing leadership, wisdom, and protection. When an ancestral photo is placed facing this direction, the energy of the Qin trigram, which represents support and guidance, fills the space. The energy of the northwest belongs to the metal element, known for its clarity, purity, and strength. Metal energy symbolizes fairness, firmness, and the ability to cut through darkness. So when you place the photo in this direction, it not only emits protective energy, but also purifies the energy field of the entire home. The ancients called the northwest direction Heaven's Gate, meaning the gateway to the highest spiritual realm. When you place your ancestors' photo here, You are positioning them not to supervise, but to watch over and guide, allowing their wisdom and clarity to flow into your life and the lives of future generations. Southwest, on the other hand, carries the opposite energy, gentle, nurturing, and solid. If the Northwest represents the energy of a father, then the Southwest is like the energy of a mother of the earth, of support and connection. This direction belongs to the earth element, which is stable, enduring, and nourishing the root of long-lasting blessings. When an ancestral photo is placed in the Southwest, the energy within the home becomes warmer, more harmonious, and the relationships among family members grow closer and more peaceful. Especially because Earth produces metal, placing the memorial photo in this direction also strengthens wealth energy and creates a foundation for long-term growth. The family will not only be able to preserve wealth, but also multiply it, turning prosperity into lasting abundance for future generations. Whether you choose the Northwest or Southwest, the core principle remains the same: place the source of ancestral energy behind you to support the present. In this way, ancestors do not simply occupy a space on the wall, they exist within the energy flow of your home. Every time you walk past, you are walking within a field of energy that is protected by them. Feng Shui is not about superstition, it is a science of balance and reverence. When you choose the right position and direction, you are honoring the natural order between yin and yang, past and present. When your ancestors are settled in a peaceful space, that energy naturally transforms into blessings, wealth, and success. There is no need to pray or plead, just follow the natural laws. Once the right position and direction are chosen, the next important step is to understand the principles of proper placement. Even the smallest mistake can disrupt the balance of the memorial energy, making it harder for blessings and wealth to gather. First and foremost, the photo of a deceased loved one must always be placed lower than statues of Buddhas or deities. In spiritual hierarchy, the divine represents the supreme, while ancestors symbolize the roots of the family lineage. Respecting this order ensures that the spiritual energy within the worship space flows correctly and remains in balance. If the photo is placed equal to or above the level of a Buddha or deity, it can create a clash in the energy field, earthly energy pushing into the space of the divine, leading to imbalance and unease. Remember, the difference in height is not just symbolic, it is a principle of humility and reverence, essential for maintaining a calm and natural energy field. Next, the photo should be placed between 5 to 6.5 feet from the ground, or about 1.5 to 2 meters. This is the ideal height, high enough to show respect, yet low enough to keep the energy circulating smoothly. If placed too low, the photo's energy can be disturbed by the frequent movement of people who naturally carry strong yang energy, causing disruption. If too high, the energy becomes too dispersed and loses its connection with the family. This range allows the energy to flow evenly, creating a gentle, uplifting atmosphere, as if the ancestors are calmly watching over their descendants. Another crucial rule is that each type of energy needs its own space to exist. Therefore, photos of deceased loved ones should be placed on a separate altar, not combined with altars for Buddhas or deities. Mixing them blends two different energy realms: the spiritual energy of the divine, pure and universal, and the ancestral energy, personal and blood-related. When these fields overlap, the space can become energetically confused, making it difficult for blessings to gather. A small, quiet, and well-balanced altar for ancestors is enough to create a stable point for memorial energy to settle and spread. Also, cleanliness and brightness are essential in any spiritual space. Light is not just a physical feature, it symbolizes wisdom and inner clarity. If the photo becomes dusty or moldy, it reflects neglect and creates stagnant energy, which blocks the flow of blessings. Keeping the photo clean and the surrounding area well lit and ventilated ensures the flow of high-frequency energy, the best kind of energy in Feng Shui. Feng Shui also emphasizes consistent energy connection. Energy only remains strong when maintained regularly. That is why offering incense, making offerings, and remembering your ancestors on a regular basis is not just ritual, it is a form of energetic reconnection across generations. Every time you light incense, you are sending out an emotional frequency, and when that frequency is sincere, it becomes a powerful positive energy field surrounding your home. In those moments, the presence of your ancestors is not confined to a photo, but can be felt in the warmth and peace within the household. Finally, one small but incredibly important rule: only place photos of family members on the ancestral altar. Feng Shui sees each household as a unique energy field with a specific frequency tied to shared bloodlines and karma. If you place a photo of someone outside the family, even out of affection, you unintentionally introduce a foreign energy frequency, which can disrupt the ancestral energy and block blessings. Every family has its own energetic field, every home its own spiritual essence. When you protect that purity, the memorial energy can radiate clearly and steadily. When these principles are followed correctly, the worship space becomes a balanced and vibrant energy field where yin and yang harmonize in proper order. You will feel the difference as the air becomes lighter, your mind feels calmer, and things in life begin to flow more smoothly. This is not some mystical phenomenon, it is the real tangible effect of respect, proper arrangement, and mindful energy care. When your home is arranged according to Feng Shui, every wall and every corner becomes part of a living energy stream. And when a photo of a deceased loved one is placed in harmony, that energy becomes complete, no more clashes, only peace, strength, and warmth, as if an invisible force is quietly protecting you. Feng Shui is not mysterious or out of reach. In reality, it is the art of balancing stillness and movement, matter and spirit. When we learn to respect our space and place our reverence in the right spot, energy flows naturally. And when energy flows, everything in life, money, health, relationships, starts to open up with ease. Every properly placed ancestral photo is not just a tribute, it is a declaration to the universe that says we honor where we come from, and we are ready to receive the blessings passed down. When our hearts are respectful, energy aligns, and when energy aligns, fortune gathers. That is the natural law of all things and the very essence of true Feng Shui. If you feel a sense of resonance with what you have just heard, take a moment to reflect on your living space. Has it truly become a place of calm, cleanliness, and peace? Because even the smallest adjustment, if done with sincerity, can open up a brand new stream of energy. And before you leave, write this affirmation in the comments as a heartfelt declaration of respect and trust in the blessings of your ancestors' filial children. Prosperous family. Write it with full belief so that positive energy and abundant fortune begin flowing into your home from this very moment.